Like Ms.Ned and Squawkst. Hello everyone, my name is Ms.Ned and I'm going to be doing a lesson today on numbers, colors, and some animals, and also some of our everyday words. And I'm going to be ending with a story. I'm going to be reading Berrypicking with Kye7e. So in Secwepemctsin, Kye7e is how we say grandmother. Okay, so that'll be at the end. All right, so let's start off with some counting. That's usually how we start our classes. So let's start with, we'll count up to 20 today. Okay, so go ahead and count along with me. Say it with me or after me, whatever you want to do. Okay, so talk stem, sk'uye, sk'uye, moose, jilkst, duckmekst, juchka, nikoops, temshinkuka, ubikst, ubikst esh nikoo, ubikst esh sk'uye, ubikst esh sk'uye, ubikst esh moose, ubikst esh jilkst, ubikst esh duckmekst, ubikst esh juchka, ubikst esh nikoops, ubikst esh temshinkuka, sesh ubikst. Okay, so we'll go backwards from there. So we have sesh ubikst, ubikst esh temshinkuka, ubikst esh nikoops, ubikst esh juchka, ubikst esh duckmekst, ubikst esh jilkst, ubikst esh moose, ubikst esh sk'uye, ubikst esh sk'uye, ubikst esh nikoo, ubikst, temshinkuka, nikoops, juchka, duckmekst, jilkst, moose, sk'uye, sk'uye, nikoo, talk stem. Okay, so that's it. In Secwepemctsin we say queen, which means how many, and Kye7e means let's count. Kye7e. Okay, so now we're going to move on to colors. So our melmalkutin in Secwepemctsin. Okay, so we're going to go through them all one by one. So the first one is Mamot. Mamot the sk'uye, the brown fish. Pawpot. Pawpot the sk'uye. Kye7e. Kye7e the sk'uye. Gwalt. Gwalt the sk'uye. Jik. Jik the sk'uye. Cheech. Cheech the sk'uye. Queequeet. Queequeet the sk'uye. Queequeet-uye. Queequeet-uye the sk'uye. Queequeet. Queequeet the sk'uye. Pick. pick the sk'uye. Secwepemctsin. Secwepemctsin the sk'uye. Okay, so let's go back one. We'll go back through the colors, and then we'll also count the sk'uye too. Okay, so we have Secwepemctsin, the orange one. Pick, the white one. Sk'uye, the blue one. Sk'uye, the purple one. Sk'uye, the black one. Chichk, the pink one. Chick, the red one. Gwalt, the yellow one. Sk'uye, the green one. Pot, the gray one, and Mot, the brown one. Okay, so let's see how many fish we have. Queen, how many? Queen the sk'uye, and how many salmon do we have? Okay, so we have sk'uye, 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 moose, sk'uye the sk'uye. We have 5 fish. Okay, but we have more, so let's just keep on counting. So sk'uye the sk'uye, sk'uye the sk'uye, 6. sk'uye the sk'uye, 7. I hope I can hold all of them here. So we have sk'uye, 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 moose, sk'uye, sk'uye, sk'uye the sk'uye. So now we have 8. What comes after sk'uye? Sk'uye the sk'uye. So we have 9 fish. Sk'uye the sk'uye. So now we have, how many do we have again? Let's count one more time. Okay, so we'll count their mouths. So we have sk'uye, 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 moose, sk'uye, 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 sk'uye. We have 10 fish. We have one more. Sk'uye sk'uye. Sk'uye. So we have how many fish? We have 11 fish. Let's count their tails this time, just to make sure we have 11. Okay, so we have sk'uye, 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 moose, sk'uye, 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 sk'uye. That's 11 fish, 11 sk'uye. So sk'uye. That's a lot of fish. In Secwepemctsin, we say squeak if we're gonna dry the fish. That's the dry fish is squeak. It almost sounds like squeak. And we usually dry our fish in the summer months, usually at the end of summer, August. And the fish that we dip net fish for, those ones, to cut them up, you have to cut them in half. So if we had a fish like this would be our fish, and we would slice them down the bottom and we'd cut it open, and then we'd cut slits in the fish, so lengthwise like that, and then we hang the fish, and then it dries, and when we eat it, we actually just peel off each layer, each line. And so that is squeak in Secwepemctsin. So a couple words we learned were sk'uye, the salmon, squeak, dry fish, and queen means how many, Kye7e, count. Okay, so those are some of the words that I added on there. Okay, so we're going to go and have a look at some animals. So I bought these little puppets, little finger puppets, and so I'm going to tell you the words for these in Secwepemctsin, and we're also going to count them. Okay, so the first one I have is the koso. Koso in Secwepemctsin is pig, and skwimem'elt would be a piglet. So this one looks pretty tiny, so I guess we could call him the skwimem'elt, but we'll just say koso. So koso. The next one we have is, he's brown. Some of you might like to ride them. This one is the sk'uye. Sk'uye is the horse. And we'll go through the colors too in a minute, but I'm gonna introduce you to all of the animals that I have. So we have koso, sk'uye. And we also have one that sometimes has spots, and he gives us milk, and he likes to eat grass. This one is called sk'uimem'elt. Sk'uimem'elt is the cow. So we have koso, sk'uye, sk'uimem'elt. Okay, so I'm gonna add another one. So this one is soft, and sometimes we shave their fur off to make things with, and they are woolly. Okay, so this one is the kye7e, and if we wanted to say the baby one, we would say kye7e and Okay, so let's go back through the animals again. So we have koso, sk'uye, sk'uimem'elt, kye7e. Okay, I have one last animal, and this one is, he has wings, and they like to float on the lake, and they can be different colors, but the one I have is skwimem'elt, and it is sk'uye. So that is the duck. Okay, so back through all of our animals, we have koso, sk'uye, sk'uimem'elt, kye7e, sk'uye. Okay, so one more time. Sk'uye, kye7e, sk'uimem'elt, sk'uye, koso. Okay, so I'm wondering which one is your favorite animal out of all of these. My favorite would probably be, I'd say probably sk'uye. I like to watch them swim in the water, and I love to see the little ducklings. They look so cute, the tiny little yellow ones like this one. So which one's your favorite? Well, we're going to count these animals, so let's count them. So we have sk'uye, sisela, guklas, moose, geokst. So we have 5 animals here. And let's go through the colors of these animals. So we have koso, who is chichk. Koso is chichk, which is pink, and his eyes are skwimem'elt, black. I don't think he has any other colors on him. He's mostly just chichk. So chichk de goso, the pink pig. On to the next one. We have sk'uye, and he's mamat. Mamat de sk'uye. The horse is brown. He also has k'uye, his eyes, his oostem are k'uye. And we'll move on to sk'umem'elt. He is k'uye and pick. K'uye as a pick. That's the sk'umem'elt. So he is black and white. K'uye as a pick to sk'umem'elt. Okay, on to the next one. We have Kye7e, and he is pick. Kye7e. Also, he has some mamat, brown, and his cheeks right there are cheek pink. Okay, so he is pick, mamat, cheek to Kye7e. Okay, so the baby sheep is white, brown, and pink. Okay, on to the last one. We have, he is qualt, and sk'uye. Qualt sk'uye. So he is yellow and orange. So qualt sk'uye to Salmon. The duck is orange and yellow. Okay, so those are our animals. Okay, Matt week into the animals because I'm going to put them down now, and you can see them again next time. Okay, so we're going to read through some of our daily words, and you might remember some of them. So let's go through these. We have squawquis, the sun. K'moot, hat. Sk'uye, stop. K'uye, pencil. Sk'uye, the keys. Secusant, squawquis, the clock. Slukgeen, the frog. Machen, Chulchlech, Gengeknum, Hitaliston, toothbrush. Apples, Koopchen, Sichtu, sk'uye, Gelch, Quakna, Poos, Swoush, sk'uye, sk'uye, salmon, salmon, chokman, chokman, skwimem'elt, skwimem'elt, tukmeka, tukmeka, spute, spute, pajak, pajak. Okay, so shooks, that's it with the daily words that we use. And there was one at the end that I just added. So pajak is a leaf, and I didn't have that card before, but I just added that one. And one of the words was skwimem'elt, which means a baby. And this is my sk'uye. She's also in Secwepemctsin sk'uye, which is a doll. So this is my sk'uye in her basket that I made. And I made a video on how to make one of those doll baskets. This one is my first one, and I just got the sk'uye today, and she fits in there perfectly. Like, it's almost like I measured it for this baby. It's the right length from head to toe and the right width. So I was pretty happy when I realized that she fits perfectly in there. So that's my sk'uye, my baby doll, and the basket is mimch. And there is a word for the baby birch bark basket, and I'm trying to think what it is right now, but I can't remember. I think it's called a quint. Okay, so the last thing that I was going to do was l'chaim. I was going to read you a story. This story is Berrypicking with Kye7e, and your Kye7e would be your grandmother. And we'll talk a little bit about berrypicking at the end of the story. Okay, so let's go through. I'm going to read it. So my name is Jojo. Today, Kye7e and I are picking berries at the berry patch. First, let's put down an offering to give thanks, said Kye7e. I asked Kye7e which berries I should pick. We do not pick the little green berries, said Kye7e. They're not ripe yet, and they would taste sour. We do not pick the pink berries yet either, said Kye7e. They're almost ready, though, and we can pick them in a few days. We pick the big, blue, ripe berries, said Kye7e. They are ready now and so yummy to eat. Kye7e and I pick the big, blue, ripe berries. We pick them gently so they don't get squished in our hands. We put the big blue berries in a wooden bowl. We need them for the summer feast. We'll put them in bannock, muffins, and pies. We pick lots of berries, but not more than we need for the summer feast. We also eat them too. sk'uye, that's the end. So, how many of you have ever picked berries with your grandma or your parents or your family, your Secwepemctsin? When I was little, picking berries was a regular thing. We always went out with my grandma and with my aunties and my mom and my cousins, and we all used to go out, and we'd sometimes pick sk'uye, which is the soap berries, and sometimes we were also picking sk'uye, which is the Saskatoons, and sometimes we would pick wenach, which is the huckleberries, wenach, and tk'losa, the choke cherries. So there's many different berries that we would be out there picking depending on when they were ripe. So like in the book, she mentioned that we wouldn't pick the green ones because those ones are not ready yet. And we wouldn't pick the, what was the color that she mentioned there? Just trying to remember. So the green ones would taste sour, and we wouldn't pick the pink ones either because they're not ready yet. We want to pick the darker ones. So my grandma would take the berries, and we would usually can them, so put them in jars so we could preserve them and save them for whenever we needed to eat them in the winter time. And the soap berries, you can drink that, and you can also whip it up into it's called Indian ice cream. We can make that as well, and that would be the sk'uye. And so I remember going out on the land, and that was a really fun time for me. I love to go out and just be out there and enjoy spending time with the family, and we'd usually bring food to have a picnic. And it's a lot of work though too. My grandma used to venture quite a ways off from everybody else picking berries, and we'd have to actually start honking the horn because we were trying to call her back. It was time to go, and she just loved being out there. It was just her favorite thing to do. And I'll share a picture of her at the end of the video for you to see my grandma picking some berries. And traditionally we used to pick our berries in birch bark baskets, and then we started using containers, boxes, pretty much anything now. And yeah, so just thinking back to picking berries with my grandma, and that was something that I'll always remember, and I hope to be able to do that with my grandchildren and my kids and teach them what is the berries that we eat, because you can't eat all the berries out there. There's some berries that are poisonous, so you have to be careful, and you always take what you need. You don't take more than that. You have to leave some for the animals, and you also want to come back next year and see that there's still some there. And don't ever break the branches, that's not good either. Just pick the berries off. And many animals rely on the berries to eat too, so and we always have to give thanks. So at the end of your picking, you should always give thanks to the higher power, the Tikal creator, for making sure we have all of these things that we need to survive. And yeah, so that's it for today. So sk'uye and Mat Weekchen. I'll see you next time.